Well, welcome to my toy life. I hope your toy life is exciting. Um, we have a really neat guest tonight, all the way from California, I believe. And of course, we have our regular guest panelist, Rick, with us. I'd like to encourage you to subscribe to our channel, share it. If you're a part of a Facebook group or anything like that, please share it. Uh, like, make some kind of comments because we want to, we want to hear from you. Murray, we've just set a date for Murray. Murray's going to be one of our guests sometime in July. And also in July, we're going to be moving to Tuesday nights. Thursday nights has ended up becoming very busy for me. So we're going to be moving to Tuesday nights where I have a little bit more time. So keep an eye out for that change. But if you subscribe and hit the like button, yeah, Murray says he's going to be on July 16th. So if you hit the like button and hit that little bell, then you'll be notified when we go live. And so we're looking forward to that new change and the excitement that comes with it. Hello, Sweden. Welcome. Must be what, 3 o'clock in the morning over there? I'm just teasing. I don't even know what time it is, but it's so good to have you. Well, here is our brother Rick.
How you doing, Terry?
I'm doing good. And we have Mass Specter from Queens, New York. Very excited. Yeah, we're excited for tonight's video too. So, I've been working on the new Bobby. I'm also working on another project with Greg Arturo, which I'm not going to talk about it right now. We'll keep it a secret for a little while. And, there's a lot of things going on, but maybe you have something that you want to share with us, Rick.
Yeah, I grabbed a few things to show
Okay.
in conjunction with our guest, Brian Waite. So I grabbed some Captain Action stuff.
Oh, okay.
This is a nude Captain Action. This is Playing Mantis. You can tell Playing Mantis, the flesh color is different than original Captain Actions, but he's very close to an original Captain Action as far as how he's put together and the casting of the body. I do believe that he's a tad shorter than an original Captain Action, but I'm not 100% sure about that.
Well, is it a lighter skin? Is that what it was? Or
Yeah,
what?
yeah, it's actually more natural looking. You can spot him a mile away. You can tell the difference
Oh,
between the two.
okay.
And this is Playing Mantis also. I have Ming the Merciless.
Yeah.
And that's, of course, Dr. Evil underneath the mask. And this Ming the Merciless came dressed in a box. And he's the only Dr. Evil that's flesh color, I believe. The other Dr. Evils were blue, but this guy was flesh colored.
So the one that's in the box with that one is flesh colored.
Yep. And I
Well,
believe all the others were blue.
I think I've got one of those. I did not notice. Thank you for telling me that difference.
Yep. And this, of course, is
Oh
Playing
my
Mantis
goodness.
Phantom.
Yeah.
And what I did with this was this is a G.I. Joe body, a super articulated G.I. Joe body under here. And I actually had to cut off part of the doll's feet, action figure, part of the figure's feet to fit in the jumpsuit because the jumpsuit has, is a one piece. But he can get into some pretty good poses. I don't like the mask. The mask has a terrible skin tone. I don't know what they were thinking when they made that. But I got this off of eBay years ago, and I paid a pretty penny for it. Even back then, the Phantom commanded some money. And now I don't know what he is now. I haven't even looked him up. And
I
one more
wonder
thing.
if they just didn't make enough of them. I wonder if that's the reason.
I don't know. I think the Phantom was just became a very popular one to buy, the Phantom and the Lone Ranger. But I don't, they all kind of command money now because heck, they're getting into vintage time themselves. And
Yes.
this is Kabai Singh in the box.
Wow.
I originally was
That
going to
is-
open him, and I never did. Of course, he's a Dr. Evil. He's a villain. And they were
Wow.
going to with these guys and a mystery guy, which I think it looks like it might be the bad guy from Johnny Quest, Dr. Zim or something like that.
Did they ever make those two on the bottom?
No, they
Never
tanked before that happened. But
Okay.
they did it. They did a pretty good job on these as far as trying to make them look like the original, line that came out back in the 60s. Wasn't
Right.
bad. I remember seeing them in the comic book stores, and I wasn't impressed with them. And back then I wasn't collecting, and I wish I was because I would have snagged them all. But anyways, that's it.
Did they make those two particular last uniforms or figures? Did they make those for the original Captain Action?
No, they made the Phantom, but not Kabai Singh. They did copy some of them. Flash Gordon, the Lone Ranger, Tonto. They had Green Hornet. They did do Kato, which wasn't original. So you got to, it got a nice. Kato was actually a nice outfit.
Yeah.
So they did copy some of them, but not all of them. And they
I
made
passed
a couple.
on it. I passed on the Green Hornet and Kato for $20, and I could kick myself for that. Woo! Well, anyway, let's bring on our guest tonight.
At shows, you can still get them cheap at shows, I think.
Can you?
Anyways, go ahead.
Well, I'm going to have to look at the next show I go to. I'm going to have to look and see.
Yeah, you might find some.
The bad guys were never in the 60s run. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Murray.
Yeah,
Murray,
that's true.
Murray is going. He is a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah. He knows his stuff.
He keeps us straight. Keeps us straight. Well, here's our guest, Brian.
Hello.
Hi, Brian.
I would have had more Captain Action stuff ready to go. If I knew we were going to talk about that.
That's all right.
Crypto.
Well, there you go.
Crypto should have come with Superboy, but he came with Superman.
Okay.
I still have to get the Superboy set. Superman comes with kryptonite, which I didn't grab. A little pile of kryptonite. Looks kind of like Crypto left it.
Yeah.
He comes with, oops, there goes Crypto. Comes with some chains, too. That's for him to be chained up because he's weakened by the kryptonite and won't clean up after Crypto.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And also I've got here Action Boy as Aqualad.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He has a spear, but I was in a hurry. I couldn't find it right away.
Right.
The cat's knocked it on the floor and hope it.
Does he wear a mask too?
He wears a mask. Yeah.
Okay.
His mask hasn't been off in a long time.
Yeah.
There he is.
Wow.
Yeah, we had those. Those are fun.
Yeah. The price has gone down on them. I used to sell like just a loose Action Boy with no clothes or anything for $195.
Okay.
Wow.
And some guy would always call me up. This was back in the days of Toy Shop. I used to sell in Toy Shop. And he'd call me up and ask if I could sell it for $175. I said, it's already sold.
Yeah.
Wow.
They sold as soon as if I had one, they sold as soon as the issue came out.
Wow.
So what are they going for today?
About $100, I think.
About $100. Okay.
Yeah. I picked one up for much cheaper because somebody didn't know what they had.
Yeah.
I do most of my finds are in the wild now. I haven't bought off eBay for a while.
Yeah, me either.
How long you been collecting, Brian?
Since around 1990.
1990.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. If anybody here knows Calvin Yip or James Long? James Long got me started because he worked in a comic store and he showed me. Where's my book? Just a second. this was the old Bible for action figure collectors then.
Yep.
Right.
This is actually the second edition. I had the first edition, but it's got like all the G.I. Joe stuff in it, like so. And that just got me drooling. And he set me up with, back then you ordered mail order. And there are people that made little mail order catalogs. And we all worked on the phone. And this was before the internet, stone tools and things like that.
Yeah.
Back in the good old days, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Murray is probably back. He's probably from those good old days too.
Oh yeah. Which reminds me, I had to buy a second. What is it? Ming. I had to buy a second Ming the Merciless to get the flesh-colored body for the Kibai Sin.
Yeah.
So I have 2 flesh-colored Dr. Evils.
Yep.
That
was the only way he came, right? In the Ming package, right?
Yeah, he came in the Ming package.
Yeah,
so you had to buy 2 because you had to get one for your other one, and you're gonna damage them changing the hospital all the time.
Yeah.
And the new Dr. Evil has a removable brain.
Oh, he does?
The round 2s, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
That's a cool figure, that Dr. Evil.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting up.
Do you find that that the flesh-colored Dr. Evil goes for more than the blue one?
I would imagine so, being since you can buy the regular one loose.
Okay.
Being since I've got mine, I haven't shopped for one lately. But I guess if I find one that's cheap, his brain is missing.
His brain is missing.
So that way
we can put it in.
That is really freaky, isn't it?
And he comes with three brains, doesn't he, in the package?
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, he comes with a blue one and a green one and this red one.
I imagine he clones himself to see if he gets killed. He has his brain someplace safe. Put it in the
I gave mine an awesome trench coat.
Oh, that is nice.
That's not from Playing Mantis, is it? Is that who made that one?
No, that's not Playing Mantis. Playing Mantis looks like the other Dr. Evil, but all Playing Mantis figures are smaller than the others, which isn't so bad, except for they made the kid action and the clothes are all baggy. That one came out just way too small.
Yeah.
I had it planned like I was going to put all the costumes on it, and I bought a case full of those things, and
didn't work.
No, it didn't work.
Oh.
It does make a good Steve Scout, though.
Yeah.
He's Steve Scout buddy. Yeah, those 2 Steve Scout outfits fit on him.
Oh, wow.
Well, now you just told me something that I did not know. Are you looking for one? You looking for a uniform that'll fit on Steve Scout, or are you looking for a Scout that has?
I'm looking for the Scout. I'm looking for the kid action in the Steve Scout uniform that should be up here, but I don't see him.
Okay.
Let me look real quick over here. Well, this isn't him. This is Action Boy. This is a vintage Action Boy in a Steve Scout outfit.
Oh, nice.
Bill Scout shorts.
That's really a nice uniform too.
Yeah, it is. And over here, we all know who this is, or maybe we don't. Bill Scout.
Yeah,
that's the one I don't have.
That's the one in the mailer box.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I got that out of a Toy Shop magazine way back in the dark ages.
Well, the thing that I've had a hard time with trying to find one is that they're just not on eBay, or if they are, they're astronomically high in price. I have not been able to find a bill that I could pick up yet.
Yeah, I've seen them on eBay in lots where they don't know where they have, but I let other people get. I've got my share, so I'm good on that. I'll let other people buy.
Brian is one. Let's see, Keith here. Keith is he's asking, are you a collector only, or do you build dioramas too?
I make setups. I make little displays. I guess you could call it a diorama, but I don't really go like make back, like people do with HO train sets. I just get a bunch of accessories and put it around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have any of those handy right now.
I see you got your scout car there behind you.
I got my scout car. Scout car is right here. That's the Ultimate Soldier. Let me show you, give you an idea how big it is. It's rather large.
It's huge.
It's huge, man.
Yeah.
It's really well detailed too. Like, engine. Oops. Well, the back over here.
The Ultimate Soldier. We lost a good producer when they stopped.
Oh yeah. Hey, they made here. Let's see. The door opens. These go up and down, and so does the front one. Over here.
Wow. That is absolutely awesome.
Yeah, it is nice. It's like usually a little nicer than the tank. So a little better, more detailed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a nice piece.
And it's got the 2 water-cooled 30 caliber machine guns. See if I can yank one off right here.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Nice.
Just amazing.
Yeah, I have the ammo belts are over in my duck right now, which are way over there.
Yeah, I saw your duck in some of your pictures.
Yes.
And what would be your favorite timeline? Is it World War I, II, or does it matter?
Probably World War II.
Okay. Is that what most of your figures are, World War II?
Yeah, I think with the Ultimate figure. But then I got a large selection of Green Beret too.
Do you?
I posted my I had a Vietnam display made of Ultimate Soldier stuff.
Yes.
That was pretty popular. And I just picked up a couple more Ultimate Soldier sets of Green Beret, or not Green Beret, but Vietnam era uniforms.
Yeah.
I just need to go find some figures with skinny heads, because the helmets for Ultimate Soldier only fit on real skinny heads.
Yeah, they're small. Yeah.
I think the first time I saw that or found that out was when I tried to put one of their helmets on an adventure team with his flocked head.
Yeah, their helmets don't fit on anything aside from them.
Right.
That was the only thing they messed up on that line, I think, was the helmets just didn't work right. I always changed them out.
They did make a set that had helmets, it's a Vietnam weapon set, and it had some helmets that were like the G.I. Joe helmets. And I bought as many of those as I could.
Yeah. I bought a bunch of it when it came out.
It's the Ultimate Soldier's helmet set, you said?
No, it's a Vietnam set, a Vietnam weapon set.
Oh, a Vietnam weapon set. Okay.
Came with the flak vest, this one had the flak vest. I imagine it does somewhere.
Gotcha.
Flags and M60 machine gun and other fun things like that. Yeah. M16s, grenades.
Are there many people locally that you get to meet with, Brian, or are you like us? Your best friends are hundreds of miles away.
I actually went to the G.I. Joe show in Burbank.
Okay.
And they all got together for a group photo. And I was wandering around the other room while they were doing that. I didn't know who anybody was, but it turns out there's people I know.
Yeah.
Calvin Yip was there. And I mentioned him before, he was back in the dark ages. He was before that, right when the earth started to cool.
Is he on Facebook?
You will never run into he's on Facebook. You'll never get a response from him.
Never get a response.
He's kind of in hiding or something.
Yeah. Okay.
He came out in person, but I just missed him.
You just missed him.
Yeah, I used to buy some things off from him in person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We had a G.I. Joe show back. I think it was at the Sheraton by LAX. And I bought this Sheriff Garrett with all the accessories in the bag still.
Oh,
which
nice.
I freed them from the bag.
You did?
Yes, I did. I do that. I don't. It's dangerous. I can't buy like the GI Joe carded stuff, the vintage stuff, because I'll say I need this piece and open it up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can't buy those.
Yeah.
I can only buy 40th anniversary sets because I can open up if it's not that big a deal.
Sheriff Garrett, was
Sure.
he? Does he look like Dean Martin, or is that?
Yeah, that's the one. He's supposed to look like Dean Martin.
Yeah. Why? Why?
Bit grayer hair.
Yeah. What was the reasoning behind that? Do you know?
I don't know. Like sometimes they had like their little Marks would make plans, and then the licensing thing would come because their Marks is really cheap. And they would rather have like not deal with the licensing and keep all the money themselves. Like might have heard like how they made a James West figure for the Wild Wild West, and that turned into Sam Cobra, and then James West turned into Captain Maddox.
Yeah, that's too bad that fell through. But you can easily make your own with all that stuff.
Yeah,
make your own James West.
Switch the head around.
Yep.
Those are easy to do because you pull the arms out, or you can unhook the arm, and then the head, and so on.
Well, they just had the Mark show in West Virginia this past weekend.
Yeah, hopefully I can get there next time. It's like I don't think there's too many Marks collectors in my area. Like I see the same. Nobody's been fighting me over the Johnny West stuff that I run into.
Nobody.
Pretty good buys. I see like the same things that I didn't buy will be at the next show, like the Rose Bowl or Long Beach.
Yeah.
That's where I've been. I had a pretty good haul at Long Beach last time. I shouldn't tell anybody that because I don't want people to know where my honey holes are.
That's right. That's
like
right.
Top secret.
We're all GI Joe collectors in this group.
Yeah. I'm a GI Joe collector too. Do I have a GI Joe handy? Find out. Well, maybe I don't have a GI Joe handy. I was going to have a GI Joe. I'm setting up like the little scene where the life raft with the pilot. That's set. And I'm setting it up like the little picture on the box.
Okay.
Because I got one of those 40th anniversary sets, and just seemed like something to do.
Yeah. I think I've got
GI Joe, everybody.
There he is.
There we go. Everybody should be happy. Where's his helmet? Leave his helmet, because when you carry him around, the helmets always fall off. And if you if you strap the helmet on, the elastic gets all bent out of shape.
Yep.
What would you say is your favorite? Do you like Joe better than you like Ultimate Soldier, or do you like Ultimate Soldier better?
I kind of go for Joe first.
You do? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Joe's first. I don't know. It's kind of like when I run into things, it's like whatever I find.
Yeah.
Let's see who else I found.
One of the things that I found is that I have a lot of GI Joes that have been either traded to me or sold to me, and they're all the same head, and they're all those like skinhead GI Joes. Probably were made in the 1980s or something, and they all are just junk.
Oh, the ones with the hands that can't hold anything.
Yeah.
Those big blocky hands of the Hall of Fame.
It's a mess.
Yeah. I think I got rid of most of mine.
Yeah. I've tried. I bumped into somebody the other day that said, Terry, will you try to sell some of my collection? And so I listed a few of his things. He has the one with the surfboard, and nobody, not one single person even was interested in that GI Joe with a surfboard. Probably because it's too bulky. That's one thing. It's too bulky. But then also the Joe he doesn't look that good either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the Hall of Fame. What is it? What do they call it? The classic.
Yeah, the classic.
Classic series. Yeah, classic collection. Yeah, like those have no value just about.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
accessories are out of scale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a
They
lot of
can't
times.
hold anything. Articulation's horrible.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, they have some uses, but yeah, they don't command any money these days.
Okay.
I
Well,
think what Rick does is he'll find a dinosaur somewhere and he'll take the dinosaur head off and he'll put it on. He'll put it on a classic and create a brand new Joe.
That's
okay.
yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
gotta
you'll
show you one.
yeah, you go, where did you get that, Rick? He's going to show us one.
Okay.
I think I showed this before, but I'll show it again. This is Stegosaurus police.
Styracosaurus.
Styracosaurus. That works.
Styracosaurus police, huh?
Yeah, Stegosaurus is the one with the thagomizer at the end.
The what?
What's a thagomizer?
That's those force. That was named after Thag Simmons.
Thag Simmons.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, that was a Gary Larson cartoon, The Far Side.
Okay.
And they're like showing the business end of a Stegosaurus, the tail, the spikes on the tail. And they said, this is the thagomizer named for Thag Simmons. Okay,
This is actually an interesting Joe. This is the one. This is one of the SA Joes that has the spring-loaded hands.
Ah,
You know, I've often wondered where those came from. I've only got one Joe with the spring-loaded hands,
Yeah,
but he is really cool.
I don't think I have any.
A lot of people like those because they can hold the weapons and stuff. The hands don't come apart. Regular SA Joes, the hands tend to want to open up and can't hold on to the guns and stuff.
Well, what set would those hands have come in? Do you remember any of the sets that might have been?
Like, what do they call them? The MPF Marines.
Oh, okay.
MPF Marines, I think. You
Yeah,
might
they
have caught
have.
them.
Murray says they're hard to find. Those are really hard to find.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I had all the SA Joes I have, only a few are like that. Yeah, not many.
Mm-hmm. Well, being said there, here's a Joe collector. They won't like my Tonto figure from the Gabriel.
Well, Gabriel, yeah.
What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him?
He's not a GI Joe.
No, we love it. We love all action figures.
Oh, there goes his headband.
The Gabriel
There
line
he
was
is.
nice.
Hopefully,
Well,
I'll
it
find
didn't
the
break.
headband.
Hope it
before
didn't
the
break
cat's-
on you.
Nah, it just popped off when I took the plastic off.
That was a
That's
good line.
That's a nice figure there. That's a nice
Yeah, I
one.
got the Lone Ranger too. That's something else I picked up at the Long Beach flea market, which I'm not going to tell anybody about.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Because
we
I
won't talk about that.
Yeah, no, don't talk about the Long Beach antique market.
No, we won't talk about that.
Okay, good. It's a secret. Where's my Lone Ranger? Oh, here's the box. The Lone Ranger fell out. He fell out into my box of stuff. Well, I picked that up along with Tonto. I have
Nice.
I have a lot of Lone Rangers, and they all, like, if you leave them on their horses, all the elastic gets stretched out.
Oh,
So a lot of them are floppy. They're missing pieces. They're missing, and so finally I got a complete one.
Well, what I did the other day is I took a girl's headband, the little things they put their ponytails in,
Mm-hmm.
and I took my Lone Ranger apart and I put that headband elastic in there, and he came back.
Oh.
Now
Yeah,
it's not easy to get a Lone Ranger separated because you're talking about removing the glue and everything on his side.
Yeah, they aren't user friendly.
Not user friendly, but I did it. And, I'm not worried about selling him someday because he's mine, but I didn't want him floppy no more. I wanted to, and there was another guy that had a video that showed you how to fix him without opening him up. But I didn't try that because it involved using these little tiny needle nose pliers that you'd have to stick way up in there and all that. I said, no, I don't think I've got the eyesight for that even.
My go-to, all those fixes are too complex. My go-to is the hot glue gun.
Yeah.
Hey,
I go to that. All those arms and legs, they stay where I want them to stay.
So you just put a little bit in the joints then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That works.
Yeah, that's also a must for Johnny West collectors.
Yeah.
Because Johnny is always, his arms and legs are always falling off.
You're talking about Johnny West?
Johnny West, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Johnny West is disintegrating.
Yeah, if you've got him in the caramel, yeah, he'll fall all to pieces on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. I've heard about that.
I've had to glue, like you said, with the hot glue, some of my guys back together too. Of course, now they're just stiff posed. They don't move anymore. But hey,
you soak them in some hot water for a minute, and the glue comes right off.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you can get that hot glue off pretty easily. Yeah, that's not bad. So do you still sell, Brian? Are you still?
I've been working too much to sell.
Yeah,
I'm working full time.
You're still working full time.
Full time, yeah, 40 hours plus.
Oh my goodness, that's too much. Too much. I can't do that anymore.
Well, it keeps me out of trouble with gangs and drugs.
I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does.
Gotta watch
in
out.
California, it costs more to live in California too.
Well, I live in a part of Southern California where it snows.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice.
And if you can tell, you might be able to, let me see here. It's a log cabin. See the logs?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's the inside of the outside wall.
Oh
really?
Wow, nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, what are the cats doing?
You didn't build it, did you?
No, I didn't. Some other guy. It's like a kit house. Some guy built it in 1982, but now he's. Last I heard, he lives in a trailer in Rialto. Okay. I've lived here for like 18 years.
18 years, huh?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Did you buy it right after he built it?
No, he built it. It's built in 1982.
Okay. Well, it
Cool.
sounds like it's a fun house.
Oh yeah.
Are you out in the middle of the wilderness?
More or less.
Yeah.
Although there's a fair amount of neighbors. It's not like I'm like, you got to have like the utilities, so all the houses are kind of close together,
Right?
In 3-acre lots, which we wouldn't need because you have to upkeep your lots out here because of the fires.
Yeah. Wow. Cool.
You don't have many fires, do you? Do you have many fires?
Not lately. We had back in 2007. We had what was it? The grass fire, and it burned 200 houses near here. The closest one was a quarter mile from me.
Oh wow! Yikes!
Wow. It just vaporized these houses.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it was a nice wet year. That was after a drought.
Did you ever get to go to any of the big the GI Joe Club shows?
No, I haven't.
Because they had some in San Diego way back. Some in San Diego and
Cotswold used to have some shows down there.
Mm-hmm.
They were live in person before they were mail order.
Uh-huh.
They did shows in San Diego, and they did another show up in Pasadena.
I'll be at a show in a few days where Cotswold will be there live.
Oh.
I always like getting something from them when I'm there. Saves me a little bit of shipping. And Keith Ward says, "You must live in Bigfoot country."
Oh no.
No Bigfoot?
No
I
Bigfoot?
Haven't seen one,
huh? Okay, well, we won't ask you the question yet. We'll wait till we get to the questions later. Murray says that he needs a spring for his Jay West.
He needs, oh my gosh. his arms, the if he does get, well, I have tons of springs, but if you try to put it on, the arm will probably break.
Is
So
it too? Is this?
You've got to have a big pile of Jay West, and then you have a donors, and then you have a pile of bodies. After
Yeah.
you finally manage to get a complete one, because they're like worse than the Johnny West, because they're smaller, they're real fragile.
Yes, they are. And I'm sure you know that when they start smelling like crayons, that's a sign that it's gone.
Oh, way gone. But
did y'all see the video that somebody posted where these guys recreated the Mark's cannon?
Oh yes, I think
that video. That
wasn't
video
that Scott
was
Stewart?
amazing.
Or was that?
It might have been Scott. He was involved in it.
Two guys, the father and son. Was it the father and son? I forget their name.
Yeah, I forget their name too. But they really, man, they really did a jam up job. And somebody else said that Scott made 5 Mark's bulls, Longhorn bulls.
I just saw those.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're in scale. Like the buffalo is a little is under scale.
Yeah, he's too small. He's too small. But there's a couple of collectors out there that have buffalo herds, and those buffalo herds have different size buffaloes in them. I think one of them is Barbara McDermott. I think that's her name. And
Barbara, the Briar buffalo.
Yeah, she has like 10 different buffaloes, and they're all different sizes. And those are pretty cool. I like seeing the buffaloes in different sizes.
Does the Mark's buffalo scale with the Lone Ranger, the Gabriel Lone Ranger?
Yeah, that would be probably closer.
A little closer, yeah.
Yeah. He says Murray says he's just a young bull.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's just a young bull. I like Murray because he always comes up with another way of looking at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See what else I have in my box of stuff here. I have an empty box of whatever this is.
Okay.
Yeah. Talking
action. Say, oh, I wonder where he is. I took him out of the box. Oh, that one has the metal accessories.
Yep.
Luckily, the rifle wasn't metal because those, like the metal accessories, are too heavy for G.I. Joe to hold.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got the metal helmet too. The metal helmet can kind of be bad for the figures because it's hard on the elastic.
Yeah.
I had that set loose, and I didn't like the accessories.
There's Lone Ranger.
You found him.
Yes, there he is. He came out of the box. Who knows what else? There's a bunch of Steve Scout stuff in that box.
Do you have the Steve Scout the 3-wheel trike? Do you have that?
The 3-wheel, the snow, yes.
Not the snowman.
That's not the. A 3-wheel trike.
You can show it.
That.
You can show it. You can show the trike if you want to.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Snowmobile.
Yeah, that's a snowmobile. They made a tricycle, a 3-wheel tricycle, and I have only seen it once.
That one I haven't seen.
And somebody told me that it was at the very end of the run, and so they probably didn't make a lot, or if they did, they just were not kept. Nobody kept them. Nobody saved them.
Well, yeah, they started to jump the shark at the end of the line.
Yeah.
I've got like Steve Scout Jeep. He's like he can drive. He has a license.
But that Jeep is not bad. I like the Jeep. It's my favorite. One of my favorite vehicles.
No, well, the best thing is that tower.
Yeah, the tower. I don't have the tower. That's the one thing I do not have. But I'm going to find it one of these days. I do have the hot air balloon. Yeah, I do have that. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
You have it unopened?
It's uh,
Oh, it is opened. Okay.
it's not a sealed set, so the
Okay.
balloon's in there. I got the baskets over here. I took the basket out.
Did your balloon not deteriorate?
I have not tried to do anything to it.
Okay.
Basket.
Yeah, there's the basket.
That's another one where Steve Scout jumps the shark. Like, he's running.
Somebody is asking, does Joe fit in a Steve Scout Jeep?
Badly.
I've never tried that.
I think that would be a tight fit. I have that Jeep. It's small.
I don't think you can fit. No, I don't think so.
It'd be more like for Mego figures would work pretty good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
G.I. Joe doesn't even fit in the M8 Scout car. in the driver's seat, it's like there's not enough room. So I have like a G.I. Joe whose legs fell off, and he's the driver.
Right.
I had one of those Scout cars. I sold it.
How long ago did you sell it, Rick?
I think last summer. I sold it to Randy Beloga. He lives in Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah. I know who Randy is. Yeah.
Yeah. And he desperately wanted a Scout car. And I said, all right, I'll sell you mine. So I gave it to him for a very nice price.
I'm going to step away for a second and get my Steve Scout Jeep.
You're the show, Brian. You're it.
That's me, everybody.
How do you is all your stuff just everywhere, or do you have
all my stuff is everywhere? I have a toy house. I don't have a toy room because I live alone.
Yeah,
because nobody else could put up with that.
I know. No.
I got a stack of play sets. What do I have to show? Let's see. Anybody would care about a train car, HO train car? Nah, I don't think so. Here, let's see. I got Zeb Zachary.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Even though he's reversed, we're all reversed.
Nice.
Yeah, that's like. Oh, and you get this Fort Apache Fighters. Yeah. Thus my email address with the fighters kind of.
Yeah. I noticed that.
Okay.
Well, here is the Steve Scout Jeep. Here it is.
Oh, there it is. That's it. Yeah. Oh, it's got all the good stuff in it. Oh, that's the sled that goes behind the snowmobile.
That goes behind the snowmobile.
Yeah. And there's a canoe that goes with the Jeep too.
Yeah, I got the canoe too. I think I've got 3 canoes. Mm-hmm. And this kind of shows you Joe would not fit.
He won't fit in there.
Yeah, cut a hole in the floorboard.
I'll cut his legs off.
Or cut his legs off. I tell you what, I wouldn't try to put a Steve Scout in there either. You'll break.
Murray asked me what the postage was on the Scout car. I think it was like $75.
Oh my God, that's one of the reasons I'm not buying anything on eBay anymore.
Yeah. Oh yeah, postage is crazy.
Oh yeah. Back when I was selling, it was a lot less.
Yeah.
It's like it cost me about $10 to send a Mark's horse.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Like nowadays, what is it's like $1,000. And the tail will probably break during shipping.
Yeah. I had one stolen.
I actually sold a G.I. Joe Jeep to somebody in Oklahoma, and I was able to ship that for $30.
That's not bad.
That's like free.
Yeah, I was thankful that I was able to get it to him for that. He said that here's what he told me. He said, I'm going to pay this price, including the shipping. So if you can ship it to me and you'll still be happy. So I ended up losing just a little bit of money because I had to pay a little bit for the shipping. But sometimes when you're at a show, you'll see a Jeep in the box and they'll have like $200 on it. But that's because people can get it and walk out right then.
Right.
It's kind of hard to ask somebody to pay $200 for something and then also another $50 to ship it. That probably is, one of the things that makes the deal not go through.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, shipping's, like I said, it's getting up there, 60, 70, $80 if you've got a
Right.
big piece,
Yeah, I collect play sets, and luckily I've been finding a bunch of those recently live. How many have I added? Like 6 or 7 this year.
What
Yeah.
were some of the names of them? What were some of the
Well, I
names?
got Fort Apache Carryall.
Okay.
That's the little metal suitcase one.
Yeah.
Right.
I've got another Fort Apache Stockade, a castle set, Alamo. Original
Alamo.
Yes, that's a neat one. I should have set that up for everybody.
Yeah,
And
that is a
then
neat.
I got the Repro Alamo.
Okay.
Also found in person. I found the one weekend I find the Repro. The next week I find the original.
Wow.
That's how
Awesome.
it works.
Put them together, make a Super Alamo.
You do know how to find the good deals, then, don't you?
I do. Yes, I do. I have
One
my
of the
dry
things.
spell.
One of the things that I don't have is when I bought, my Ford Apache. I bought 2 of them at the same time, and neither one of them had the cannon or the shells.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that I would like to acquire at some point. The cannons and the shells for. Yeah. I know that's a hard one to go by. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we've come to the time of the questions.
Okay.
The questions.
So we're going to ask you some personal questions.
Can you bring us all up, Terry? It's more fun
Yes,
when
I
we're
will.
all up.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
That's good. Oh, I like that. So, okay. So, Brian.
Yes, this is Brian speaking.
With all this talk we've been doing, people know a little bit about you now. But after you answer these questions, everyone's going to know everything about you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Are you willing to try the questions?
Okay, let me.
You're all set? You're sitting down?
Yes. I'm sitting down, yes.
What's the best sandwich?
Oh, Reuben.
Oh, Reuben. That was last week's sandwich, wasn't it?
Was?
I think so. Someone said Reuben. I forget who.
Does a steak sandwich count as a sandwich? That's almost okay.
Absolutely. Cats or dogs?
Cats.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You had cats.
They have stayed out of the way. While I was in the green room, I had one crawling on me.
How many cats do you have?
3.
How many do you have? 3?
3. Oh my God, we got 2. 2's too many.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite action movie?
Dirty Harry.
Oh, excellent. In your opinion, what's the scariest animal?
Rattlesnakes.
Rattlesnake. Do you have them down there? You do. You must.
Yeah, they're around here. So
yeah,
it's like I haven't seen them around here, but I know they are around here. Not on my spot, but they are around here. And so when you're outside, it's like you want to see where you're walking.
Yeah. I mean, technically, you're in the south, right? Basically, the south.
Yeah, I'm south.
Yeah,
I'm pretty far south.
Yeah, so you're like
60 miles east of LA.
Okay, yeah. What's your favorite smell? Speaking of LA,
fireplace fire smoke.
There you go. Yeah, that's a nice one.
And you get some citrus wood. That's a fantastic smell.
That's a comforting one. I like that. All right, you ready for this one?
No.
Do you believe in Bigfoot?
Sadly, no. I don't.
Oh, no wonder you've never seen one. You're right. You're in Bigfoot country and you don't believe in him.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite movie star?
Probably Clint Eastwood.
All right. That makes sense. What's one thing you own that you should throw away?
All my broken and loose Johnny West body parts.
But you don't throw them away, do you?
No, but
None
I
of us
should.
do.
I did have like a bunch of like Jamie pieces, and I was taking them outside. I was put out on the deck just to get them out of the way, and they spilled, and I haven't picked them up.
Oh, okay.
So
There you go.
maybe they'll just go back to the earth.
You know the Jane West. You know the Jane West, and it was kind of like that. Not orange, but kind of like the color of your chair behind you or the thing behind you.
Mm-hmm. The curtains.
That curtain, kind of the color of the curtain. You remember that, Jane? That was that color. I need arms. I got to get arms for one.
The JWA James?
Yes. Some people call it salmon.
Yeah.
Salmon. Yeah.
You don't have any arms.
I got tons of these heads and everything, and legs, arms and legs. I'm never going to do anything with it. I don't even want to bother shipping it to anybody. Deal with it. But here they are. They're still here.
I like talking to a hoarder.
Okay.
I'm guilty.
We're all three hoarders. What you talking about?
I'm afraid so. Like, I got little pathways to walk around.
Right.
Try to clean it. I got a bunch of little luggers to clean everything up, to sort everything out. Let's put the G.I. Joe stuff all in one and something else in another, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
Is there a place you'd like to visit that you've never been to?
Well, I want to get to the end of the other end, the Chicago end of Route 66.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, I like driving on Route 66, but I only make it to like through Arizona.
Yeah.
I drive back and forth my little section of Route 66.
And then you turn around. You don't keep going.
And no, I don't have extra Geronimo hands.
They're pumping you for parts, dude.
Yeah. The hands are one thing that's one thing I don't want to get rid of, because there's more figures than there are hands.
Yeah, and the hands a lot of times are chewed up or something.
Mm-hmm.
Something got to them.
I think the hands have more value than the figures do, depending on the figure.
Well, you got one more question, and then you're done. And our wonderful audience will again know everything about our guest. Have you ever seen a UFO?
Oh no, I've correctly identified every flying object I've seen.
I like that answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Correctly identified every. Do you have very many female figures, Brian?
Jane West, the girls. Who else is there? That's trying to think of giant aside from Jane West. I don't have that's Marie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Marie. You don't have Marie.
There's some Ultimate Soldier villain figures. I could swear I have more. I just can't think of anything right now.
No Barbies made it into your collecting?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of Germans?
I do have tons of Germans. I hoard the German, like the Ultimate Soldier and Dragon figures. I got a ton of those. I got like a little wall, and I got their vehicles. It's too expensive to get just the G.I. Joe German, and the other Germans have a more variety.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. That is
and
so
they have
true.
the ammo belts the ammo goes with whatever rifle they're carrying, as opposed to the G.I.
Right.
The German G.I. Joe has the wrong ammo pouches for his Schmeiser.
Yeah, he needs a K98 or whatever that is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I guess Hasbro missed on that one.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny, even as a kid, that stuff bothered me Hasbro
didn't worry too much about that kind of stuff. I don't think. I think here's what we got. They went to the whatever get a bunch of stuff, and that's what they made.
Well, Murray is asking me who will be on next week. I'm trying to see if I can figure it out. I don't even know if I have my calendar here.
A mystery guest.
Yeah, our mystery guest.
Well, I'm gonna grab some GI Joe stuff. I would have grabbed more GI Joe stuff if I.
Next time you're on, you
Okay, I'll have pile of GI Joe stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, we sure have enjoyed talking with you. It's been fun.
Well, I enjoyed talking with you.
Yeah, thanks for being on.
Well, we just want to remind everybody to like, share, comment, and if you have any questions, put them in the comment section, and we'll try to answer them. I would tell you this though, Brian is not going to sell you anything, and he's not going to ship you anything.
Well, I might ship you a Steve Scout. I got like a box Steve Scout I can send you.
Oh, you got a box Steve Scout? What are you asking for him?
You need, I don't know. Trade you for the bazooka guy. There was a cat.
Oh, the bazooka guy. You did see my bazooka guy, huh?
Yeah, I
cool.
saw you. I saw you bazooka guy.
Yeah, I did.
Well, that would cost you to
ship. Well, again, thank y'all for joining me. I hope y'all had a good time. Like, share, and comment. And always remember that toys are fun.
Nice to meet you,
Bye
Brian.
now.
Nice meeting you.
We'll see ya.
All right.
Take care,
Bye,
Brian.
everyone.